Hey, I just did a Q&A with one of my top clients and I showed him the Ferrari formula to add $100,000 to his business. All right, so enjoy.
Question, Craig.
Absolutely, Sam.
Yeah, do you think like it's better like for services like to open a new services for people who got a little bit less money, or you think like it's we need to like focus on our typical client like 100% and people maybe got less money just put on the side? What's your thought about that?
Yeah, so I think that there's three options that we have, Sam. Is one, we can put together something for the lower price ticket. That's actually the last thing that we want to do. The other options that we can approach are, one, how can we make the current offer that we have more valuable? And so for everybody that's watching, Sam is down here in Mexico. He's going to attend the mastermind that we have down here for a couple of days. And one of my presentations is going to be on increasing the value of your offer, so that, right now, maybe you're getting 10% of people who see your offer go, okay, great, I'll take advantage of it. But if we actually just spent an hour or 2 hours thinking about how can we add more value to this offer? How can we make it more of a quote unquote no-brainer? How can we make somebody say, oh, I'm paying $1,000. Like right now they're saying I'm paying $1,000 and I'm going to get $5,000 in value. Well, what if we really thought about it and took that $5,000 in value and made it a clear and believable $25,000 in value and did not raise the price? Now, all of those people who we were going to take some stuff away and lower the price to get the cheaper people. Well, now there's a percentage of those people who will go, oh, wait a minute. I mean, I know it's a stretch on my budget, but wow, that's an incredible value. It's similar to use like a crazy analogy. It's like right now, most people, they don't buy Ferraris because Ferraris are super expensive, but they know that if they could afford a Ferrari, they would buy it because for whatever reason, they see value in a Ferrari, right? I mean, it still gets you to the same place. It gets you to the same place in less time than a 4x4 because you have to go over speed bumps and slow down in a Ferrari. You get there faster in a regular car, but people see value in a Ferrari. So they say, well, I don't buy a Ferrari because it's $200,000, I can't afford it. But what if, like you just said, okay, well, if you give me 20 grand, I'll give you a Ferrari. All those people who are like, man, I can't afford 20 grand for a normal car, they would go and find 20 grand to buy the Ferrari because they're like, that's a $200,000 car and I could buy it for 20 grand. So even if they say I'm dead broke, I can't even buy $1,000 car, if you gave them the option to buy a Ferrari for 20 grand, they would come up with 20 grand. And that's the same with right now. You have your existing offer, 10% of the people take it because they see X amount of value in it. But if you sat there and you just thought, can we add, additional nutrition coaching, because Sam owns the gym. Can we add the opportunity for them to come to a Saturday group workout that's optional? Can we add a social event every 12 weeks to celebrate everybody's wins? Can we add mindset coaching? Can we add, some mindset videos or something? And we just like stack it, just stack more and more value. And you might come up with 100 ideas and 95 of them might not be something that you can apply, but 5 of them might be really good ideas. Like you and your team brainstorm this and you go, you know what? One of our clients is a psychologist. And you know what, if we brought them in, we did an hour-long interview and we put that in our members area and it helped them overcome bad habits. This person's been able to help people lose weight or stop smoking or whatever. That, normally that person charges $500 an hour. And we can say that this 1 hour is worth $500. Now, all we did was interview them. It didn't cost us anything other than our time. We put this video in a private area. And then we said, now, in addition to the $5,000 that you're getting of training and nutrition, you're also getting this $500 bonus for free that's going to help you overcome any bad habit you have. And people who were like, 5,000, it's just not worth it. All of a sudden they see that, they go, okay, it's a stretch on my budget, but I'm gonna finally do it. So that's the second option. The first option is lower the price. We don't want to do that. The second option is increase the value and keep the price the same, and try and ascend those people who find it too expensive to come up and finally take advantage because they're like, it's just so good. How could I not do it? It's like getting a Ferrari for 20 grand. And then the third option, Sam, is to think of a higher ticket program. And so one of my mentors said to me that no matter what, there's always going to be 5 or 10% of the people who buy from you that are willing to pay more and would pay more. All you have to do is give them the option to pay more by giving them a higher level service. So let's say that, let's say right now people are paying you $5,000 for the year for personal training. And you came up with an offer that was $12,000 for the year. And you said it's limited to 10 people or 20 people. So if it's 20 people, now you're making like another $250,000. And they get everything that they get in the lower level, but then they get, one day with you every 90 days to set goals and do mindset for 3 or 4 hours. And so does it cost? It costs a bit of your time, but you put the insane value on it. Like, hey, a half day with me, and normally I charge $2,500 for the day. So this is a $1,250 value. We're doing it 4 times over the course of your sets, extra $6,000 in value. Then you're going to spend, you're going to get an extra 1 hour every month with a nutritionist. You're going to get an extra 1 hour every quarter with a mindset coach, whatever it is. Like, all this stuff is really just people's time that's not going to cost you much, but it's going to be value to them. And you stack it up, and now it's like, this is a $50,000 personal development and fitness package that the investment for you is just $12,000. It's $1,000 a month, or if you just want to pay it all at one time, we'll do a deal at 10K. So your options, just to sum things up, are: one, you lower the price, but it's not worth it in most cases because the profit goes down, and you have to get so many people in it for it to be worth it. The second option is to make your existing offer just more valuable so that more people take it. And then the third option is do the exact opposite of cutting your price. Increase your price and dramatically increase the value in any way that you possibly can. And now you've got the thing that's actually, you're actually going to bring in more revenue from the higher price one, and it's going to be exponentially more profitable than the lower price one, right? So just to do numbers, like, let's say your normal thing was 5,000. You made a cheap one that was $1,000, and they could come in once a week or something. Well, your profit on that, maybe it's $200. So you'd have to sell like 1,000 of them to get a profit of 200,000. But on the flip side, you say, we got 20 spots open for this 12K program. Okay, 12K program, that's $240,000. If you sell all of them for the year, maybe it costs you $40,000 to fulfill and hardly any time. And now you've got $200,000 profit from 10 people versus $200,000 from trying to sell 1,000 people. Like, it's really a no-brainer to go to that higher level. They're more enjoyable clients to work with, fewer refunds, less hassle. You won't need to scale up your staff. And for the people that can't afford stuff, that's what free videos are for. That's what my books are for. That's what the content that we put out. Hey, listen, if you're not in a place to afford our package right now, you can get some benefit by watching our free content. And once that free content helps you turn the corner in your life and get some health, and maybe you can go in, improve some other areas, and then you can afford our next level and then come back to us. So that's what I would do.
Great, you're on fire, man. You're ready for tomorrow, I think. One of the
man.
Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, absolutely. I get super excited about that because we've helped a lot of people design programs like that, and not just in fitness. Fitness is actually it's a little bit difficult because there's so many gyms and there's so many people that have good marketing, so they don't know, or so they already know about this type of stuff. But there's with my friend who runs the regenerative clinic, the stem cells, we were able to do that. And he was able to increase his package from $4,900 for stem cells to now he has a concierge program that's $9,900. He sells more of them. You know, we just added more value in it so that people were not like, you know, they go, oh, guy down the road does stem cells. Oh, we don't just do stem cells. We do all this extra stuff. Oh, well, I mean, you take care of me for the year. This guy just gets me in and kicks me out. So obviously I'm going to go with you. It's really the higher level. So that's what we're looking for. And it can apply to Buzz's business. It can apply to anybody's business. I mean, you name it, you can apply it to it. Just adding and stacking the value would be fun. And it's fun. It's fun stuff.
If that was helpful to you, drop a comment down below, watch the next video, and make sure to ask questions, because I love doing these Q&As and I want to help out your business too. Right, Daisy?